Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Miami Hurricanes. Taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. The give to the tailback. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He wants to pass it on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll try the running game off the right tackle. On the move is the 30. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats, because he is not easy to bring down.
Off the play fake on first down. He lets it fly. And he makes the catch inside the 20. Touchdown, Tigers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Working that left side now. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
Leaves it with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first.
He's going to let it go. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Now, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing a while.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Offense getting set for first down. They move the tight end all over. Power football with the run. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Hauls it in. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Trying the left side. Smashes through the tackle. and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Canes.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. First down for this offense. He's looking to throw it. Got it in the middle, it's Toppin. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Trying to get to him. Finds his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Offense gets set for 2nd down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
You know, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. On the option. Now the pitch. Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson.
Way to make a split-second decision by that quarterback. He sees those defender commit, and boom, hits the ball. Not only hits the ball, on target, so now the running back can catch it. He didn't have to reach behind him. He didn't have to reach in front of him. Caught it. He did the rest. Turned on the Jets. Got to the house.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got it.
He is smashing people. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. And the Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Give to the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wide out in motion. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
They're trying to find some room off right tackle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Okay, ready?
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 15. Touchdown, Tigers. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Eastern Michigan. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Going deep. Reels it in down the left side. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. The Canes moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Got his man quickly. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Oh, he gave him a dead leg. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Takes the easy one to the back. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field. But when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play call.
2nd down coming up. They'll try the run. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Clemson.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Skips away from pressure. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy has had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40.
29 Philly, 2-9 Rams.
Now the play fake. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Clemson will send the punt team out. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Fast motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going up top on first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Nice job by the pass rush. They know if they can get to this QB, they can hit him and force these incompletions.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Back open in the middle. Turns it on in midfield. The expressway is wide open. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. I bet it felt good to hit that quarterback late until you got an earful from the coach and cost your defense 15. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They're going to run it to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Defense, we're always trying to get some tips. You know, break on the football, get a tip, get it up in the air. Nice job by the player breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. It's a fumble on the play. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had after.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He picks it up. That's a live ball. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. They had the extra point blocked. Now the kickoff unit out there and hoping things go a little smoother. And he runs out of bounds, and they'll mark it right there for the return. The Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback adapting. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
That is a tremendous job by the defender on that play, because when the ball was thrown, his head was turned around. He was watching the receiver, quickly spun the head, turned his shoulder, located the ball, and then knocked it down.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. On 3rd and forever, let's test his arm strength. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Canes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They're bringing heat. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on, this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricane! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by 13 over Eastern Michigan. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Hard running there. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Miami 28, Clemson 27.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Clemson.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. It's complete. A huge pickup. Touchdown, Tigers. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Yeah, and a nice job in the 4th quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. He'll come out throwing on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Inside the 45. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. Corralled and brought down by the defense. And the Canes headed quickly to the line. They go to the ground. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Quarterback keeps it. Looking for room at the 30. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. At the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tiger. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in the position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What are you doing in interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Oops, someone move just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10.
Moves.
They'll go to the ground. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Appalachian State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Kid Brewer Stadium, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Louisiana. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground and you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Trying to make magic with his feet. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Steps away to find some room. He wants a big play here late. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on first down. Feeling some heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
He'll just keep slinging it. They're trying to get to it. He's got his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He'll pull it down and run. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide. And the Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Looking to go up top on first down. Buys a little time. Fires on the move. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
Well, this defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the fourth quarter, and still he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll throw on third and short. Bought a little time. Lets it go. On target.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
Touchdown, Miami! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.